and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels. Today, we are going to talk about the Saturn-Jupiter combination, a combination that should be much loved because this is the one that helps us get much work done in life. For people who do show this combination, they're very practical, very future-oriented, and very goal-oriented. They can set their goals, set boundaries to their goals, and having had the ideas how to move towards their goals, get their work done. So, what is it that makes Jupiter Saturn conjunction so beautiful? The first thing that we see is that both these planets own houses which are the last four houses of the natural zodiac. Jupiter owns the ninth house, while Saturn takes over the 10th and the 11th, and giving Jupiter the 12th house all over again. These houses, as we know, have their own importance, and we have been making videos on the houses, so you can have a look there about what these houses hold in store for people. We move on directly to Jupiter and Saturn conjunction and see how beautiful results they give us. So first and foremost, they can show income from foreign countries. The 12th house shows foreign relationships, and the 11th house, ruled by Jupiter, ruled by Saturn, shows income. So we can see foreign incomes. This gets me to say one important thing is that there all these houses, the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, they all will have their beautiful points and or the points that will put them on the top of the level. But the ninth house, supposed to be the best trikona, will also show some of an anomaly or some problems. Say, for example, the ninth house can show health issues for mother because it is the sixth from the fourth house. So no house is without a negative point. Similarly, no house is without a positive point. The 12th house, supposed to be the house where you lose a lot of things. But for your father, it is a house of gain because from the 9th house, that's the 4th house. Or for your work, it is the house of taking new decisions, encouragement, because from the 10th house, it's the 3rd house. So none of the house as per se can be deemed totally evil, and none of the house can be said to be the best that there is. Even we need to consider that, have that in the mind before we take any strong judgment against or for a house. So talking about judgment, the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn also shows somebody who can be a good judge. Why so? Because Jupiter provides us an insight, a perception of the truth, and Saturn is the Karmakaraka, which gives us a lot about, tells us a lot about how to dispense with justice. So these people make good judges. For people whose conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn is afflicted, they can become judgmental, they can become very autocratic in passing their judgments and wanting people to see things the way that they see things. Jupiter gives us an insight, and it gives us, Saturn works very slowly. It walks slowly, it works slowly. It takes its own pace to work out things. And Jupiter gives us a perception. It gives us a financial ability because Jupiter is the giver of a lot of finance. So when a person is planning financially, such people with this Jupiter-Saturn combination will have the ability to plan things on a long-term basis. The 9th house and the 12th house, both the houses give travel. That is why when we've made a video on foreign travels, when we've made video on people who can be pilots, we've always stated that Jupiter is a Karaka for foreign travels and for pilots. So when Jupiter being a Karaka for travel and owning the 9th and the 12th house of the natural zodiac, Saturn, which gives us work and income, says that such people would, during the main periods, key periods of Jupiter and Saturn, will find a lot of travel related activities in their lives. We can also see losses with this combination. The 12th house is the house of losses. It is the house of letting go. One thing that one can do is give to others when there is a need to give to others, so that you don't suffer this loss, because the 11th and the 12th combination can also lead you to losses. Because Jupiter is said to have written, Dev Guru Brihaspati is said to have written treatises on politics, and Saturn works with the masses. The 10th house shows public work also, it shows governmental work and public services. So here we can see that people can have an orientation for politics at their workplace. They will understand the politics of the workplace very nicely, because Jupiter is truth. It is the awareness. It is taking a stand and being knowing what you have to do. Saturn again is responsibilities. So the 10th house shows your responsibilities, and Jupiter shows that a person is able to take his responsibilities seriously. So the person with this combination will have an awareness of their responsibilities. A little description here. Where will we see all these points, or how do these points come into awareness? Well, if it is in the 5th house, we are aware of our responsibilities towards our children. If it is in the 4th house, it is towards our mother, towards our motherland, that we are aware of our responsibilities. The Lagna, if this combination is present in the Lagna, then Jupiter being Digbali and Saturn will be working slowly on the Lagna. So these people will be slow to pick up about their responsibilities, but once they are on their path, they would always remain responsible for their work. Or for that matter, they would be making real good money while traveling. If this could also relate to being good judge, because then Jupiter would be aspecting the 9th house also, and Saturn would also be aspecting the 10th house. So these people would have a great knowledge, knowing how to work things in their workplace, all those things. When this combination is in the 2nd house, then in such a case, these people would have great financial insight and acumen, and would be knowing how to garner their resources, because Jupiter would then be aspecting the 10th house, the 6th house, the houses of finance, and Saturn will be aspecting the 11th house, the house of gains. The gains may not come very quickly, but once they start moving in, there's no end to those gains. And the 2nd house, with being present in the 2nd house, there's an automatic reflection on the 8th house. So these people will have an innate nature research for finance. If this combination is seen in the 3rd house, then in that case, these people will be daredevils, will know how to speak. In fact, these people will not be speaking too much, but whenever they speak, they will be voicing out things which are of importance, which are of matter. So people will be looking up to them. If we find this combination in the 6th house, then these people, because Jupiter in the 6th house can give you a long drawn disease of the stomach, but it will make you very good at your workplace. And Saturn being the Karaka of the 6th house gives you a lot of money, or it gives you an ability to work hard. So there is a lot of pros and cons attached with this combination also in every house, but the pros are greater with every house. So that much is something that we need to really look into. When we talk about the 7th house with this combination, Saturn is Digbali there, and Jupiter in the 7th house makes you very possessive about your partner. So this can be giving you a partner who has a very strong sense of justice. If it is afflicted, could be judgmental, could be a partner who would be working hard, traveling, and can be a good orator, can have great business sense. It could also be a partner who is very spiritual, has a strong sense of finance, and would be fond of traveling. In the 8th house, it definitely takes you towards spirituality and deeper insight into many things. It gets you lots of gains by way of inheritance, by way of unearned money, by way of looking deeply into subjects, being a good healer and a researcher, and having a great care and concern for people. In the ninth house, since the ninth house of the natural zodiac is owned by Jupiter, this combination ends up making you great healers, great doctors, and great travelers, people who uphold religion and people who uphold the truth, because this is the Dharma Karma Adhipati Yoga in um, reality as we see. And the 10th house also shows these same traits. Here in the 10th house, it is said that probably Jupiter gets debilitated, but Jupiter gives much more as compared to other planets, even in debilitation. And Saturn, as such, being in the 10th house, for which it is the owner of the natural zodiac and also is the Karaka, makes a person work hard, makes a person reach a great level in life and earn good money at that. In the 11th house, this combination makes a person prudent. However, it can give a person certain amount of greediness, because the 11th house is also a house of greed. So such a person should not be investing without much knowledge into offshore projects, or because we've talked about losses also that can come to you if you are if you have this planning, if you have this combination in your 11th house. In the 12th house, it can get you international name and recognition, and it can also make you very prolific in many arts. It can also lead you to have a very humanitarian view at things, because the 12th house is the house of Vasudeva Kutumb. So you can have a very humanitarian outlook towards things, and that can lead you to international name and fame, because 12th house is the house of Jupiter, where it expands itself into the ether, and Saturn, where it knows how to give and where it knows how to serve. So this is what the results could be of the 12th houses when we find these combinations in these various houses. Lastly, but not the least, this Jupiter can also give us charity, especially if related to the 12th house, 4th house, 8th house, or the 5th house. And there's a strong need for solitude. Saturn is the Karaka of the 12th house. Saturn talks about solitude. And Jupiter gives us the ability to move inside, look into our spiritual energy. So when people have this combination, again, in the 4, 8, 9, 5, or the 12 houses, they get a strong spiritual energy, and they work from a place of spiritual energy. So let us look at a few examples that we've put together so that we can understand how this combination works in people's chart. The first case that I take up is PV Narasimha Raoji's chart, said to be one of the very forward-thinking presidents, prime ministers of our country, and the one who saw to a lot of financial development in our country. As a result, he was very valued, treasured, and respected the world over. This combination for PV Narasimha Raoji happens in the 12th house. As I told you earlier, the 12th house can give us a lot of insight, such that we can get a lot of foreign name and fame also. We shouldn't be missing out on the nakshatras. So Saturn and Jupiter both being in the nakshatra of Purva Falguni, his specialty was languages, and his specialty was also finance, which led him to be a popular prime minister, not just abroad, but the worldwide, and respected for his qualities as such. Let's talk about Kapil Sharma, a very well-known stand-up comedian who has risen from a very humble backgrounds. In fact, he's risen from the phoenix, like the phoenix also, because he's had this period of flow, but knew how to come back. There were losses in his life, as we had stated, that there can be losses. There are international travels also. One point I'd like to again go back and stress on the chart, in the chart of PV Narasimha Raoji, is that for him, Saturn and Jupiter also aspect the 5th and the 6th house. Not that there were little the problems in his, 5th house. So not that there were less problems, because the 12th house can show losses. Not that there were less problems in his life, but his view, his vision for his motherland was so strong that he endured it all. We move to the chart again of Kapil Sharma. Again, this person also has had his share of lows, but known to rise up again, come back with a quip, and re-establish himself. The retrograde portion shows about the re-establishment. The fifth house also shows celebrityhood and humor and the ability to keep conversation going, which is, we know, his main USP. Because this combination is again aspected by two malefics, Mars and Sun. Therefore, he has been prone to a lot of problems also on that ground, but being aspected by a very strong Venus, which is the Lagna Lord, also makes him one of the best in his field that there is. We move on to the chart of MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni, ex-captain of Indian cricket team, has his combination of Saturn and Jupiter in the fourth house of his chart. He's been as hardworking, as focused, and as oriented for his country as they come. And because this combination also aspects his 12th house, aspects his Lagna and his 10th house. So somebody who has been able to create a team, make waves during his career, and establish the reputation of his team and the country as it is now. A small look at the nakshatras involved. It is Hasta and it is Uttar Phalguni for Saturn and Jupiter respectively, which talks about doing work, being hands down a captain, and being very straightforward, being very protocolish in his work, going by the book and doing what is right. So please do let us know how you found this video. Do write into us, and till then,
please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe बेल आइकन को दबाएं ताकि आपको वीडियोस की अपडेट मिलती रहे। हमारे वीडियोस को लाइक करें, शेयर करें, उन पर कमेंट करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें।